All right, let's see what this thing looks like here. What do we got? Woohoo! Let's get this thing up here and get it looked at. All right, everybody, here we are at the bench. So this is the BLK LBL. It comes in this white box, plain white box. They make these forends for the Sig Cross, obviously, because that's what we're checking it out for. The TAVR 7, the X95, the AR-15 and AR-10, the Q-Fix, the MDRX, the Tic Tac A1 as well. Look at that. All right, so big things about this before I pull it out of the box. BLK LBL is what I'm going to say. They produce this bipod. It's a heavy, well, lightweight aluminum bipod, which is integrated into the forend. So I'm really attracted to this because I'm a backpacker and I want to be able to pack stuff and get weight lighter and lighter every year, and I'm hoping that this will remove a bipod from my situation and keep my tripod, which I use an Arca Swiss on. Anyways, it is compatible with suppressors, is what it says here. Center bore, it's got a center bore cant, so the bipod portion will pivot on the center bore of your rifle, and it's got extendable legs and it's lightweight. Showing right here that we've got it at 17.3 ounces or 491 grams is what its weight is, and it's 13.8 inches long or 351 millimeters long. Now, as far as its stance on height, I'd have to check that after the bipod's been set out, but let's pull it out of the box and take a look at it here. Now, they did send this to me. I reached out to them. I'm trying to build my brand as much as other people's brands. There's only a couple manufacturers of parts for the Sig Cross. This is kind of nice. Comes out of the box just like this. This right here looks as though that there's a QR code to scan for your instructions on how to install. I'll go through a little bit of that from what I can see right now, but you're going to want to refer to that if you buy it, so that way you get it done right. But the foam, just on both sides, that's all it looks like. Yeah, looks pretty similar to any forend that you typically run across, but this one's really cool, guys. This one's really cool, and you see, the thing is that these slide out and then they lock, and that's how you get your first bipod, or get your bipod on here. Now here's the center line or the bore cant, and there's a twist lever here to tighten it up, and once it's tight, it's firm, nice and firm. Yeah, and here's your settings for your height adjustments. It's got a spring-loaded tensioner on it to where you can just simply click it down, push it to the next height. You can quickly adjust that on both sides. Not spring-loaded. I think it would be pretty nifty if that was spring-loaded and it would shoot out. And then you could adjust down, well, down on barrel when it's set up. But yeah, no, that's still pretty nice, pretty sleek. All right, fold these in. Looks as though you pull it toward the nut, fold it in. Toward the nut, fold it in. All right, I like it, I like it. All right, well, this is my rifle, my Sig Cross. I love this thing. This has been my go-to hunter for a long time, and I do have the Sig BDX scope on here, which I will more than likely be removing this year, but I always do keep a red dot on most things here because I may be shooting long distance here, but where I hunt, I also have a lot of timbered wood area, and so more often than not, I run across something at about 50 yards and I end up shooting it with the red dot. But this is it, and so let's get to work here. Good. All right, now the rest of this takes a T15 Torx, I believe. Yeah, T15 Torx, and that will do the rest of the handrail. And whoa, are those loose. So I've never touched these from the factory. Definitely loose. Let's see, it comes right off of there. Look at that. And we're loose. So let's zoom back out here. All right, so let's look at these two side by side here. I'll say that the factory one definitely lighter. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot lighter. There's gonna be a lot of things on there that aren't accounted for already. So, but we do have the Arca Swiss rail that I have. I do have this hand grip, mostly because a few years back I cut a few fingers off. I can't hold on to the front of the rifle very well anymore, so I have to have something to wrap my hand around. May not need it with this, since this is a larger handrail. It's definitely taller, right from the go. It's definitely taller. I'd say 3/8 of an inch taller, easily. Be very careful here. There's a spring. Did not even realize was there till just now. I'm assuming that'll pop right out of there. So keep your eyes set on that one screw right there. Not screw, spring. All right, let's start putting her back together. Whew, that's a beauty. Let me get this Picatinny on here. Oh man, the precision. This thing is just, there is this small spacing here. And I've dealt with manufacturing before. Let's see if I can get in there. See if everybody can see it. Maybe I need a light. You can just barely see it there. That slot is so tight that when this goes right back on there, it fits right in. You might have 5 thousandths of play there. Might. Very good manufacturing in that situation. I've dealt with that. It's always good to find a manufacturer that's got tight products like that, tight tolerances. I really like how it interlocks into it on the standard handrail from the manufacturer, from Sig. It just sits on top. Just sits on top and overlaps it. This one drops down into it. Look at that. Okay. You don't need very much fingernail polish to get these to set tight. Not very much at all. All right, one last one. Look at that. What a beauty. Let me turn off this light. All right, fold it up. Look at that thing. Wow. That's it. It's on. Solid. Wow, that thing's solid. I'll get this thing put back together and I'll